I'm Claire, I'm 5 o'clock open on Instagram, and I'm here at Everhot using their cookers to cook some of my recipes. Today I'm going to make fish and chips, quite classic. I've got some floury potatoes covered in cold water, good pinch of salt in the water, and lid on, and I'm going to cook these till just tender but not falling apart. So after 15 minutes I'm going to check, and then I'm going to cut them up, and then we're going to fry them for chips. Right, I'm going to make a quick tartar sauce to go with the fish and chips. We've got some good quality shop-bought mayonnaise. This isn't really a recipe, this is just making mayonnaise taste even more delicious than it does already. So we've got some mayonnaise, we've got some salt, pepper, parsley, or you could use tarragon too, but I like parsley. Finely chopped as you can. Into there. Got some cornichons. Could use gherkins, up to you. Again, as fine as you can be bothered to chop it. Rustic is good. Then we've got some capers here. I'm just going to put about a dessert spoonful in. If you're using the salted ones, don't forget to desalinate them in some cold water. But these are just the pickled sort. That. And a bit of lemon zest just to keep things fresh. Give that a good stir. Right, and then we're going to make the batter to do our fish, and we're going to check in on our potatoes too. Okay, so we've got our parboiled potatoes. So they're not quite cooked through, but they're easy enough to sort of chop into chips. I'm going rustic here, but you know, chip shape. If they were cooked any more than this, they'd all crumble when you chop them into the chip shape. You don't want that. So these are pretty much perfect. Right, I'm going to use the induction, but you could just use the hot plate too. It's up to you. Induction's going to be quicker. Crucial to deep frying is to not overfill your pan, because then you might run the chance of it overflowing, which wouldn't be good. So about 1/3 of the way up is a good marker, really, for not coming unstuck. And then the other crucial thing about deep frying is to get the oil to 180. Any less, and anything you're deep frying will just suck up all the oil and be soggy and greasy. 180 is the perfect point to deep fry at. This is very helpful, one of these, a digital thermometer. If you don't have one, you can use a small piece of stale bread, and if it crisps and browns within 30 seconds and rises to the top of the oil, you're good to go. But these don't cost an awful lot of money, and they're very, very useful. Okay, we're at 180 now. I'm going to drag this back down to 7. 7's a good temperature to keep it at. And just a few at a time, straight in the hot oil. I'm going to deep fry them till they're golden and crisp. So I'm going for about 3 minutes, I think, in 180. Try and keep this oil at 180 as best you can. Okay, we've got these lovely crisp golden chips. I'm going to work in batches, so I'm going to put these in the oven while I fry the rest. we're going to do some fish to go with our chips. So I'm going to make a quick batter using cold fizzy water, plain flour and corn flour. The corn flour is going to make the batter crisp, but what it does lack is it lacks any sort of colour. It's a bit pale sometimes, so good little cheaty tip is a pinch of turmeric in the batter. Right, you want your batter to be the consistency of double cream. So into there, very quick mix. You've got to work quickly because you want those bubbles to stay in your batter to make your batter extra crisp and light. Right, back over to the oil, which we want to keep at 180 degrees to keep this frying, the same as the chips. Just going to drag the fish through the batter. I can't stress enough, you have to be careful here, okay? But it's doable. Coat the fish in the batter and then lay the fish into the hot oil away from you. I think frying at 180, this piece of fish will be done in about 4 minutes. Trying to maintain 180 so the batter doesn't go all soggy and stays all nice and crisp. Carefully flipping it over about halfway through the cook time. Oh, it's really crisp, the batter. Right, bit of salt. Oh, it's a really crisp batter. Pile some chips on the plate. Nice wedge of lemon. A big spoon of tartar sauce. Right, fish and chips with tartar sauce. Oh, perfectly cooked.